Bro. Bro, we didn't check it out yet.
Over, bro. Already it's over.
When we were just standing there and we were going.
All you have to do is just simply go, whatever product you want, just go and scan those products, put it in your cart, finish the payment completely through the app, and just walk out. That's it.
Bro, I didn't even know about it. Could you explain the UX behind it?
Okay, it's a very interesting concept. How is it that you can optimize your product for checkout? How is it that you can build the UX in such a way that you will be able to reduce the drop-offs and increase the conversions? Okay, so let's see what Decathlon has actually tried to do over here to understand what is that they have done to build this particular experience. Okay, so see, if you see in general, let's say you shop for a bunch of products. What is the general model which you have in your mind? You'll basically add some products, you'll take them to the cart, okay, and you'll basically go to the checkout counters, go over there, show all the items, basically do the billing and all that stuff. Yes, they have. That is one type of checkout which they actually have. But what Decathlon thought is, how is it that I can make this process much better? How is it that I can make it much easier for people to actually go and check out? Because what is the cons of this particular process? You'll have to basically wait in that particular line. You have to wait until your turn comes. You have to show all your products over there, and then you have to scan all those products and all that stuff. That person has to go and see what is the products you have bought and all that stuff. They have to give you the bill, you have to make the payment, and all that stuff is there. That means, you remember, you said, hey, you know what, there might be a big line which is coming out there, we should go fast, right? So basically, this is going to cause friction to the customers, even when they are buying, because they are already worried about the long lines which they have to have while going and buying the products in itself. So what is that you will do as an experienced designer? This is one pain point which you will note down, right? While I am in the journey of shopping, what are the things which are actually causing the pain points for me to make a purchase? One of the biggest pain points over here is you're basically worried about waiting in the longer lines, right? So that's one thing. And you know what? There is also one more interesting pain point, which is usually something which people do not talk a lot about. That is the impression you make when you purchase something. It is found that when you are in a store, when there is someone whom you have to show all your products to, who's actually taking the bill, users or customers in this particular case generally become very conscious, because they're like, hey, you know what, I don't want to come out as a person who buys all these crazy types of products, right? And sometimes your purchases, you wouldn't really want everyone to see what is you're trying to purchase, right? And this is one more pain point which also should be addressed if at all you want to build a great experience for your checkout. That means, how is it that you can make this checkout experience personless? Something where a person is not really involved. And then what Decathlon interestingly did over here is, come here. Decathlon has introduced another type of checkout, basically called as this self-checkout. There will be no people over here. All you need to do is just go take your bunch of products, just drop your products into these bins, and as you keep dropping, it will recognize what is the product you're adding to the cart, and you can basically go and make a payment over this particular card machine over here and take this bill and go, right? So that's one better way of you, instead of standing in those lines trying to wait until you go and bill. What did Decathlon do over here? Try to address the pain point of slightly lesser longer lines, because they're not people dependent, but the pain point which is being addressed over here is there is no one to judge what is the kind of product you are trying to buy. But how do you really solve this problem without even getting over here? Because even these places can have a certain amount of line. Now that's where the next very beautiful part of checkout experience comes. That is, what Decathlon has done is, they have this Decathlon app. All you need to do, which is what actually I was trying to do and which you were trying to capture. I was not just taking photos of those products. What I was trying to do is, whatever product I like, all I have to do is take the Decathlon app and scan the particular product and put it in the cart. At the end of it, all I need to do is check all the products which I've added to my cart in the app, make a payment, I get a slip. All I need to do is just show that particular thing at the exit counter, and then I'm sorted. I have made all the purchases without even worrying about standing in the line, and I can decide about each and every product while I'm taking the product and I'm putting it into the cart. If at all I don't want that product, I can just remove it, I can delete it from the app itself. So the checkout doesn't start at the end of the line, but the checkout literally starts in your app while you're actually selecting your product. That means all they've tried to do over here is they've tried to reduce the amount of time it takes for you to actually go and check out a particular product. Like that, what happens? Do you know? Reducing drop-offs. So typically, products generally try to reduce the amount of time it takes to go and check out. Now here, this becomes a very, very interesting example because Decathlon tried to address some of the customer pain points while people try to shop, like staying in the long lines or being conscious of the person who is trying to judge what kind of products I'm trying to buy, or going and carrying all those things and waiting in that long list, going and carrying all this heavy cart. They've tried to address all these concerns. On the other hand, they've also made sure that the time to check out is also as much reduced as possible, therefore decreasing the drop-offs and increasing conversions. So, what you need to understand as a UX designer is, this is the way to think. How do you go into the journey of the customer? If you're a UX designer, let's say working for, let us say, a store like a Decathlon, this is an offline example that we have taken, right? Even if you're just working on a digital example, even if you're working on just an online app, what you need to think of is, how is it that I can understand the opportunities where I can make an experience better by understanding some of the pain points or some of the good experiences which customers are having where in their journey, right? Because if you observe, the reason I could observe these pain points is because I understood the journey of the customer. How are they trying to check out? How are they trying to add items? How are they trying to go and build something? What is that they'll have to do while they're actually standing in the lines? How is it that they're going out of the particular store? By going and understanding their journeys, as a designer, I could understand what are the pain points, where are the opportunities for me to go and improve the experience. I've taken them, and basis that, the design has been made to optimize for those things. So if you do this, you can obviously become a much better UX designer by understanding their journeys and giving them a much better experience. Because of this, that's a very, very interesting and important UX lesson which we have learned out of this Decathlon store, and without standing in those lines, we can just simply walk out. Yeah, you don't walk out. You will have to walk out only after subscribing to this channel. If you want more of these videos, and please definitely share and definitely like this video. Awesome.